Today is a nice day outside, and this is how I feel. I know I like bring on unnecessary stress for myself. And look, I know when I look ridiculous, okay? I know what the fuck I look like. But obviously, I'm never gonna, in a million years, use this information together in this combination again. Because I'm planning on just like getting rid of this dress. Now, one thing I was thinking of, like, explaining about, like, thrift store buys is one way to look at an item that you're considering to purchase is, you know, obviously that item that you're contemplating of buying, it was somebody's bad choice. Right? So you're basically, of course, everybody has their own perspective, right? So, for example, like with this fucking dress, I feel like there's just like way too much material than necessary. And that's probably why whoever decided to part with it let it go. And I'm like evaluating my relationship with all my possessions, right? I mean, my SDs are possessions, but not really because it's just a dead person, but with feelings, right? My point is, it's a nice fucking day. They want to fucking be outside. I don't have any privacy outside, so I'm not gonna fucking record on my patio because I don't want my whole fucking neighborhood hearing every single thing that I have to say. You understand? So, even though I know that they want to be outside, first of all, I don't like the sun. I have to take vitamin D. I don't want to get sunburned. I don't like the sight of my neighbors. I just, I'm so antisocial. Like, this is my safe place inside my house. And obviously, from their perspective, they feel like a prisoner because they're cooped up inside all day long, right? Because I get to go outside, but, like, they're stuck here. I mean, but technically they're not stuck here. Like, they want me to take them everywhere I fucking go. You understand? So, it's. I really need to stop stressing out for my own mental health, but it's just hard to do that. I guess, like, part of it is, like, I'm sure everybody, unless if, you're just born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you understand the struggle. And did I tell you guys, like, there are people in, like, China, for example, with, like, PhDs, and they can't even get a fucking job. So, this rat race thing, it's not local to your, state or country. It's happening everywhere. And I don't want to talk about such depressing things, but obviously, you know, at the same time, when I was expressing how I feel all my thoughts and feelings to my acupuncturist, she's like, well, but, people, I feel like she always knows exactly what to say. She has to be, like, psychic. Because she knows that I'm a starseed. I didn't tell her that I'm a starseed. But anyway, like, she was like, well, but, that's how people know that you're original and authentic, or relatable at least. Like, as much as I want to talk about happy things, like, I didn't come exactly from the best upbringing. Like, yes, I mean, I had everything I needed growing up, but I feel like here's the thing. I told you already. Like a lot of your life and your development stems from your childhood, and I feel like my parents were like mentally and emotionally just checked out. Like my dad was in his own world. My mom, like, just being in a toxic household. I told you she didn't marry him for love. So that dynamic was just toxic, constantly fighting or bickering about money. And these are the things that just kind of like get drilled into your brain, your developing child brain, right? And this stuff affects your beliefs and your relationship with money. I was watching the tarot reader, Dove and Serpent, and it was just interesting to me that he pulled the same exact card that I pulled with my tea leaf readings, my tea leaf reading cards. Last night, I pulled the sun first. And when I watched his video today, I noticed that he pulled the same exact card first. So, like, when I see something like that, I'm like, wow. I guess it's like confirmation. It's good confirmation for me. Probably because, I feel like I'm still developing my skills. But sometimes it's eerie how accurate things can be. Like this instance that I just gave you. I'm gonna part with this fucking hat. I feel like it's squeezing my skull. I also don't like the wig cap that I have on because it feels like it's squeezing my skull. But anyway, this is the list of all the shit that I wanted to talk about, right? And I have a phone interview soon for a job that I don't even want. It was like, so why did I apply? Well, because obviously, like, this shit isn't going anywhere. It's frustrating. And then the fact that, because I'm not bending over showing off my ass anymore, then I'm like losing subscribers. I'm laughing, but it's, not funny because obviously everything counts. And it doesn't help that YouTube age restricts my shit and, the whole algorithm nonsense. It's just frustrating thinking about it. Because, like, if I was to consider the fact that this is not my first time posting to YouTube, I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, well, what would have happened if I would have been consistent from the very beginning posting on YouTube? I would have blown up already and had my shit monetized had I not decided to cross over and go the other route of doing adult stuff. So I guess you could say I have regrets, but at the same time, like, I have short fuse. I have a short fuse, and I know I'm very impatient, and I hate dealing with YouTube. But here I am again, dealing with motherfucking YouTube. I don't like this look, so obviously I'm gonna take this shit off. I mean, I don't know. I guess, like, maybe if I just keep using the green lips, then maybe eventually it will just, like, be a normal. People might get used to it eventually. I don't know. But look, you hear my voice? I need a break.